Okay, spread the toes, pull the tummy in, lengthen up the spine, and then roll the shoulders up, back and down. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Hands on shoulders, elbows forward, up, back and round. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Dropping the arms, right arm. Let's stay with the right arm. Stay on the right side, guys. Little bit further each time. Turn the head. One more here. Breathing in and breathing out. Left arm, up we go. Eyes following hand. Breathing into the top and out as we come down slowly. One last time. Super. Coming down to the pelvis, grip the hips, and let's move through a pelvic tilt. So tail tucking under, belly button drawing in towards backbone. So just working through those facet joints in the back and into the hip joint. And then if it feels okay on the back and the knees, come into a circle. If that's too much, just stay with the tilt. And then go the other way, circle slowly. So nice full mobility through that hip joint. And then come back to center now. Pelvis still. Tummy in, little tightening, connecting the glutes. Side bend there. Lovely. So reaching away with the bottom arm if we can. Pulling up with the top arm. Breathing in and breathing out. And we will come back to the waist. But for now, can we go hands on shoulders, upper back, breathing in, breathing out, turning the shoulders. Breathing in, coming center, breathing out, turning. Breathing in, and breathing out. Fingers to temples, lift the rib cage, coming back to side bend. Over to the right, you need to squeeze your glutes so that you don't overload the back. So pull the tummy in, keep the hips still. If everything feels okay and it's not too much load, top arm extension. And come back. Any shoulder or neck pain, you can drop your arms and work a bit lower. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. So just focus on moving laterally. Pelvis is still. Give me 2 more here, please. So shoulders, elbows, and spine. And then relax, please. Release everything just nice and soft there. And then let's come to balance. Hold on to something if you wish. Right toe in front and lift. And then flex and point slowly. Super. When you're ready, rotate. And then go the other way, rotate. And relax. Left leg forward and lift. Flex and point. So wrist and ankle joint. Rotate slowly. And the other way. And relax. Give everything a shake. Feet back to hip width, fingertips in front, shoulders down. Let's go bow and arrow. Breathing in, breathe out. Draw your hand to your hip. Look over your shoulder. Reach forward, inhale. Exhale, pull. And turn. Reach forward. Good. Give me 2 more, please. Last one. Lovely. Drop the arms, give them a shake, and again, just release. Super. Okay, let's come into hip hinge and let's split the stance if we can. So hands behind the back, one foot slightly in front of the other. You can do this with your feet side by side if you need to. Relax the knees. Long spine, hip hinge, peering over the edge of that cliff there, bracing your abs as you come up. So feeling the stretch down the back of the leg that's in front. Breathing in. And breathing out. I'm going to do 2 more here. Maintaining that neutral spine. Last one. So just taking your time, going a bit deeper with that last one, if those hamstrings and that back allow. Leaving your feet where they are, releasing your hands and joining me for a balance with an arm float. Sway back if you can and pick up your toes. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Good. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Sway back one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Super. Shake that off. Change feet. Split stance, not too wide. Hands behind. Soften the knees, hip hinge. Breathing in on the way down. And out slowly on the way up. Nice long spine. Let's keep this moving. Brace the abs. Feel the stretch down the back of the leg. Your knees are soft. Your head is in line with your spine. Next one is your last one. Once you are up, release your hands. Balance. Arm float. Extend. Coming down, swaying back, picking up those toes for a calf stretch. So just continue to move forward and back at your own pace. Last one. And relax. Give everything a shake there. Super. Okay, pick up your band for me, please. And then I want you to take your band around the back of your rib cage. And just move it up so it's sort of under your armpits, if you like. So think about when we do chest flies on the floor with the band or the weights. That's the action we want. So feet are hip width apart. Let's just do the arms first. Elbows high, push forward. Open, squeeze the shoulder blades together. If that feels okay, add a squat. Come on up and open the chest. Lovely. Adjust your position on the band if you want. Now you could just do legs or you could just do arms. Don't have to do both. Guys, if it feels okay, squat, open the chest and lift one knee and balance. If that's not for you, just squat is fine. And if you don't want to do the squat, you could just stand, do the chest and the knee lift. So up to you where you take this. Let's have a couple more. Lovely. And relax. Give those legs a shake. Bring your band around the front. Let's release the shoulders. Palms facing the back. Tuck your tail under. Come on up. And over. So depending on how that feels, again, you could maybe think about bringing your hands a little bit closer together as you move through those positions. 2 more. Coming into your last one, I'm going to move my hands half an inch closer together on either side. Guys, if it feels okay, pull down to the back of your neck and then the front of your chest. Now this is a shorter range, so you might want to bring your hands closer together. We're not going full range. Going 8, 1 in front, 1 behind. 7, 6. Exhaling on the pull. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super. Get rid of that band. Just give your wrists a shake, give yourself a hug, and roll down the top of your spine. Breathe in, breathe out, roll up, open your chest, breathe in. Breathe out, put the other arm on top. Down we roll. Holding, breathing in. Breathing out, come up. Super, give those arms and legs a shake. Okay, let's have a look at a standing Superman. Because Deb thinks she's getting away with Superman, but she's not. Take your left toe out behind you. 2 arms in front. Go to the wall if you need to. Double arm float leg lift. Now if you need to hold on, you need to be working opposite arm to leg. But if you can do 2 arms, do 2 arms. Squeeze the buttock. 2 more here. One more. Super, guys. The leg that's at the back, give it a hug. Hold on if you need to. Stretch the bottom. And relax. Change legs. So we either want opposite arm to leg, holding the wall, or we want a double arm float and a glute squeeze. Now just be careful as you lift that you don't rotate. Hips stay square, so we fire up the glute. Super. 4 to go. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Leg comes through. Give it a hug. Hold it there. Balance if you can. And relax. Give them a shake. Let's stay standing for now. Come onto your thighs. Release the lower back. Pelvic tilt. And then extend, inhale. Exhale and round. Pelvic tilt. 2 more. Last one. Uncurl. Lovely. Either go to the wall or stand on your hog, please. 2 feet in the middle of the hog if you're on the hog, otherwise holding on to maybe a chair or the wall. Hold your pelvis. Turn your feet out. Just give me a sand circle on that right leg. Hold on to something if you need to. If you'd rather have your arms out for balance, that's okay. Now, slow the whole thing down, and if the hip is okay, bigger lift and tap down behind you. Big lift, tap in front. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super. Pedal the feet. Grip the pelvis, turn the feet out, free up the left leg. Just a sand circle first. Holding on if you need to. And then just as and when you feel confident with it, come up to hip height, rotate out and tap down. Arms can be out or you can get support. Focus straight ahead, please. Ooh, struggling on this side. 4. This is the one I can't balance on in yoga. I did a terrible tree last night. Last one. Lovely, little pedal. And then come off the back, hamstring stretch. Right foot up, chest down. Lift your bottom. Hands on the bent leg, rock the hog. Uncurl the spine. Change legs, please. Hip hinge. Chest down, lift the bottom. Rock the hop. Uncurl the spine. Super, push that hug off to one side. Let's have a look at a full roll down. Put your mat down if you want. And let's start at the back of the mat. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Now we've done lots of mobility for the back, so if you're ready to roll all the way down, you can. If you'd rather go halfway, go halfway. Have a little sway there. And then we are uncurling the spine. Lovely. Keep that moving for me. So nice, slow roll up and down. Holding once you get down the bottom if it feels good. Guys, if you feel like you want a little sway when you're down there, you can go there. And if you're happy to start to walk forward into a downward dog, then please feel free to go there. You can transfer the weight back and pedal the feet, or you can just push back and hold. Some of you will want to come into a plank. That can be on hands or elbows, toes or knees. And some of you might want to drop down, take your hands wide and press up. So choice is yours, where you want to be. Options, downward dog, rolling down and up, plank, press up. Lovely, let's keep moving. Guys, I want you to give me one more set of whatever you're doing, and then it's gonna finish on the floor in a shell or a cat stretch. Deb, you're gonna come down into side lying for me because you can do the next exercise on your side. So when you're ready, bring all your bits and bobs down to the floor, but make sure you tip your screen and set yourself up before you do that. Okay, so next exercise is on all fours or side lying. We're going to do the hip circle that we did in the standing position before. So if you can put the ball behind your knee, any knee will do. If you're on the floor, you are just lifting and lowering the leg. Press the weight into the hands. I'm lifting my knee slowly to the side and lowering. Good. Squeeze, lifting the knee. Keeping the pelvis still. Breathing out to lift and into lower. Guys, if that feels okay, lift the knee, circle, come back down. Not touching the floor. Lift and circle. Come back down. Pelvis is still. 2 more in that same direction before we change. Change direction. So aiming for the pelvis to be as still as possible. Circling the hip if we can. Lift and lower is your alternative, and you can work without the ball if you need to. 2 more circles. And then relax. So if you're on all fours, take your ball away and stretch. If you're on the floor, just hug that leg in. Coming forwards, ball going behind the other knee. So we start just with a knee lift, so just working in one plane if you like, one direction. So I'm lifting my knee slowly. I want my knee to come higher than my foot. And I don't want my pelvis to move. If you're on all fours, your weight is even between your hands. If you are side lying, you can be on your elbow or have your head down. I'm going to hold my next one up. I'm going to start to draw big slow circles with my leg from the hip. So just in one direction. Leg moving inside the hip socket. Super. One more in that direction. And then brakes on and we change. Now try to feel that your weight is even through both arms. Try not to lean. For 3, for 2, and 1. Super. Get rid of the ball, cat or shell. Top leg over bottom leg if you are on your side. Lovely. When you're ready, uncurl your spine, please. So if you are on all fours, we are going to do thread the needle with the ball. If you are side lying, you're doing open door. Okay, all fours. Left leg out to back. Ball is in the right hand. I'm pushing up. I'm coming down slowly. I am threading the needle. Lovely. Taking your time. If you are side lying, ball can go between the knees and you are opening the door. Lovely. So whatever position you are in, you're going for a nice big rotation through the chest, through the spine, and if you're on all fours, you are also weight bearing. Whichever position you are in, you're trying to keep your pelvis reasonably still. The next rotation is your last one. And then just give yourself a little cat or a shell. If you're side lying, turn over. Changing sides. My right leg is out. Ball is in my left hand. Pushing up, breathing in. Coming down, rolling through, breathing out. Long, slow roll. So keep that moving slowly, keeping the pelvis still, whether your leg is out to the back or your ball is between your knees, pelvis still, upper body moving. Nice stretch across the chest, strength work into that supporting arm if you are on all fours. 2 more, please. Guys, once you have finished your last one, get rid of that ball, cat stretch or shell stretch. If you are side lying, please sit up. Drawing our hands in. uncurling our spine. Super. Come on down onto your bottom. Let's go half roll back. So some of you might now be able to do this without your ball. So if you feel like you can do it without your ball, please do. Have your band nearby because we will bring that into the mix. So options here, pelvic tilt, scoop and roll. If the ball is too close or has too much air in it, adjust it. Lovely. So let's work slowly to start. Let's go through levels. One arm can rotate, or you could put both hands together and you could rotate both sides of the body, and you could do 4 if you wish. If you're happy to work without your ball or to add your band, then we can fold it, we can extend, scoop and roll, and rotate here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'd like you to keep moving. I'd like you to start thinking about, if you can, going a little bit further down. Now that might just mean moving your ball away. It might mean putting your band around your feet. And it might mean rolling all the way down. So we're going halfway or all the way. We might be thinking about straightening the legs or adding some forward flexion. So this is just going to be led by how your body is feeling this evening. So you might decide you want to go all the way down, but you need a little bit of support to do that. Or you might be happier halfway down and working on strength. So choice is yours. Take rest when you need rest. Don't have to keep going. I'm going to do a couple more sets. So you can stay with me or rest. So I'm coming into my last set, and it's going to finish in the seated position. We are going to be sitting on our hog neck, so if you want to go there, go there. So when you've finished, let's have a slump stretch over the legs, or if that feels okay, you could go cross leg forward fold. Lovely. Okay, while our abs have a rest, let's get into the glutes. Spiky side of the hog. You want your right buttock, I'm aware I'm on my left, but if you go right buttock, right hand, right leg straightens, left leg crosses over, and then we are just rocking across the buttock. Lovely, rocking across the buttock. If that feels okay, go forwards and backwards on that buttock. And then draw a circle clockwise. And a circle anti-clockwise. And then a figure 8, if you can, if your eyes are not yet watering. Now you can stay with that if you wish, or we are in a good position for a side plank. So just stay on your hip if you want, or drop onto your elbow, feet not changing position, and then come with me into side plank. Up we go. And down. So currently my bottom leg is straight, my top leg is bent, and I'm using my top foot. Guys, if you want a bit more of a challenge, stack your feet on top of each other and lift yourself off the hog. Give me 3 more if you can. Ooh, 3, lost my balance there. Coming into your last one. Super, okay, rolling back up. Come into the middle of the hop. Feet wide, just relax forward. Stretch your back. Take some breaths there. Uncurl. So we're going to do it now with our left leg extended. I'm going to come round the other way just so you can see me, but let's have a think about it. Left buttock on the left side of the hog, not hanging off the side. Left leg straight, right, left hand down, cross over. Just rocking into the hip first. So if you don't find some of these moves effective, or you can't bear some of them, that's fine, take them out. But ultimately we want to be rocking right and left. We want to go forward and backwards. We're trying to get into all the small attachments around the hip, the top of the glutes, the hamstrings, the hip. We're circling all the small tendons and ligaments and fascia. Super, circle the other way. As big a movement as you can manage. Your bottom might be happier on one side than the other. Figure 8. Lovely. Figure 8 the other way. Lovely. So we should be in a good position with the foot on the floor to now drop onto the elbow and lift the hip. Lovely. From there, breathing out to lift and into lower. You can take your hog away if you want for this. You can put your feet on top of each other and challenge the balance. Now if you're too wobbly, you could scissor your legs if you wanted to do that. Good. If this is not for you, stay on your glute, or we are going on the back next. We've got 3 more here. Exhaling to lift the pelvis. Inhaling to lower. Last one. Super. Coming back up to the seated position and just relaxing forward. If you'd rather be on your back, go on your back. We're going there next. Uncurling. Super. Come off that nasty hug. Come on down onto your back. Put something under your head if you need it. Have your ball and your band nearby. We're going to come to those. And then hug the knees in and draw a circle with the pelvis. Good. Both directions. Lovely. Okay, holding your knees. Peel your head and shoulders off the floor. And then single leg stretch. As you single leg stretch, hug the opposite leg to get height. If it's too much, you can support your head or have your head down. Guys, can you rotate? Turn towards the bent leg. Good. If that's okay, pick up your ball and start to figure 8. Head and shoulders stay lifted if you can. Guys, can you change the direction of your figure 8? And now I don't want your knee to come in. I want your knee to be over your hip. See if you can get a bit more height through your head and shoulders. Support your head if you need to, and knee can come in a bit more if necessary. So going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down you come, well done. Full body stretch. Arms extended. Can you open your palms and stretch your fingers? Push your heels away, pull your toes back. Give your toes and fingers a wriggle. Lovely. Bringing the arms over. Drawing the legs in one at a time. Pop your ball between your knees. Put your toes and ankles together on the floor. Arms out to the side, palms up. Dropping knees to the right. Going for a stretch first, guys. Drop low. Turn your head left. Hold the stretch. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Come back up slowly. Dropping the knees to the left. Turning the head to the right. Staying there. Holding. Breathing in. Breathing out, coming up. You can stay with that if that's right for you. Otherwise, tabletop or toes to ceiling. Hands on the waist. Corkscrew here. Dropping halfway to the right, breathing in. Breathing out, coming up slowly. Halfway to the left, breathing in. Breathing out, coming up. Option to extend the arms and perhaps sway them in the opposite direction. So corkscrew, arms one way, legs the other. Guys, harder option. One rotation, come back to center, and either a bent knee toe tap to the floor or a single leg stretch away. So I'm coming up, rotating left with my legs. Coming back, extending, arms reach, legs reach. So one to the right, and an extension, and one to the left, and an extension. So adapt this to suit you. If your feet need to be on the floor or you just want to do rotation or extension, that is fine. But ideally, we want to try to take the body through multiple planes of direction. We want to work the waist and we want to work the abdominals. And that nice mind-body connection. So finish off your set. Make sure you go left or you extend to finish. So there is no rush. Keep going if you are not done. And then join me on the floor with the feet the full width of the mat for an open knee hip roll. Keep going till you finish the set. And then join me on the floor. Good. Maybe turning the head the opposite way. Lovely. Coming to center. Can we take the chi ball under the pelvis? Take away anything that's under your head, please. So dropping the pelvis onto the ball. Fingertips on the hips, elbows down. Lovely. Now just bring the right knee up over the hip. Toe to the ceiling. Left foot stays down. Can you do a straight leg drop on that right leg? And then can you kick it all the way up? Nothing happening on the left side. Can you do that with your elbows off the floor? Use your left leg to stabilize the pelvis. If this is too much, guys, bent knee toe tap. Staying on the right leg. Can you take your fingertips to the ceiling? Guide your arms over your head as the leg goes down. Float your arms up as the leg kicks. We are still on the right leg. Let's have 3 more here. Brace those abdominals. 3. 2. And 1. Foot comes down, hands come back on the hips, elbows back on the floor. Have a little rock on your ball. Stabilize the feet and the pelvis. Left knee floats up. So options, bent knee toe tap to the floor or straight leg extension. Stabilizing on the right side. Take the elbows off the floor as you kick. On your next kick, can you take your fingertips to the ceiling? On your next kick, shoulder extension if that feels okay. 6, breathing into lower. Kick. 5, really focus on the pelvic stability. Come back down with the arms if you need to. 4. Lovely. 3. 2. Guys, when you've done your last one, hands come down, either have a rest or take both legs up. Give me a straight leg or a bent leg scissor. If you can pulse, let's pulse. 1, 2. 1, 2. Option to come to robot arms. Option to take fingertips to the ceiling. And option to finally pulse the arms and the legs. Let's keep moving if we can. If it's time to stop and have a stretch over the ball, that is fine. You could stretch and join in again if you want. So going 4, well done. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down, well done. Let's stretch across the ball. Nice long extension. Take some breaths there. Bring the arms over. And then draw your legs in one at a time. Brill. Take the ball away. Maybe put it under your head if you want to. Hug your knees in and just draw a circle with the pelvis. Lovely. Go the other way. Super. Place both feet on the floor. Nothing under the head now. Hands down. Can you pelvic tilt and start to roll up into a shoulder bridge? Option to float your arms over your head. And then roll back down slowly. Lovely. Let's keep moving. Let's have 1 or 2 more of those if we can. And then we're going to continue to roll up and down the spine with our double leg press. So if you want to do double leg press, you can. If you're happier in shoulder bridge, please stay in shoulder bridge. So if you're doing double leg press, it's knee hug, roll and balance. Knee hug, roll and balance. You can do that with the band if you want to. Okay, so you could take band on your feet. Guys, you could take this into rolling like a ball and balancing. Roll and balance. If you're doing shoulder bridge, you can think about holding it at the top, maybe butterfly the knees, whatever feels right for you there. Lovely. Let's have a couple more. And then let's hold the last one if we can. So let's hold, maybe in a bridge, maybe in a V-sit, and let's have our teaser. Drop and pull. You can pulse the knees if you are on your back. Exhaling as you squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Well done. Guys, just do what feels good there. I'm going to go for a full body stretch. You might want to roll or tilt or hug. Bring your arms over. Draw your legs in. Let's finish with a leg stretch. So pop something under your head. And let's go right hamstring. So quite a straight leg, heavy on the band. And we'll draw in. And let's hold on the hamstring. So I'm going to go a bit higher up my band and get my elbows to the floor. So my band's quite tight. Slide the bottom leg away from you. And then let's just stay on this hamstring. Maybe you can flex your foot and hold, or maybe you can flex and point. So feel free to stay on your hamstring, or you can now sway or circle your leg, and you might just want to bring the band into your right hand to get a bigger range of movement and stabilize on your left, or you might want to switch the band from the right to the left hand as the leg just moves freely. So whatever feels nice for you there. Some people like a circle, some like a sway, some just need to focus on the hamstring. Super. Come back to center and change legs for me, please. Elbows down, so band quite short and tight, shoulders relaxed. I'm going to make the leg heavy and relaxed and then pull it all the way in. Perhaps you can flex and hold, or perhaps flex and point, and maybe bring the whole leg closer. Staying with two hands or moving into one hand for a circle or a sway, or just holding on the inner or the outer thigh stretching. So whatever you need around that hip, it's all good. Holding or moving. Oh, butt's tight on this side. When you're ready, slip your foot out of your band. Deb, you might just want to do some pelvic tilts or some hip rolls. The rest of you come join me on all fours. And let's just go through that big spine stretch. Hands walk forward. And then we drop the pelvis into extension. We pull all the way back into flexion. So moving through the pelvis, through the spine. If you'd rather be in a cat stretch, go in a cat stretch. Last time. And then if you're happy in downward dog, come to downward dog. And just hold it here for a couple of breaths. If you want to come up with one leg in front of the other, you can do that. And if you're happy to walk your hands towards your feet and roll up slowly, then you can go there. Let's stand tall. Let's roll the shoulders up, back and down. Lovely. Rotate the spine. Push it all the way up. Guys, come over. Can you give me a nice big circle? Come to the top. And let's go the other way. And relax. Super, well done. Thank you very much. Come on in.